Welcome back. The ANC's Letsema campaign is in the Free State today, and the ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa and other party leaders are visiting Welkom to address service delivery issues there. The Free State remains a deeply divided province for the ANC, with the province still struggling to get its provincial conference off the ground. Our senior reporter Siphamandla Goge joins us now for an update. And Siphamandla, this has been happening for the last few months. The ANC president visiting one province at a time to basically explain and expand the Letsema campaign. But these days, it's hard to view any activity of the ANC except through the lens of the upcoming national conference, is it not?
Indeed, that is the case. The ANC is on an election mode. Whatever happens, it must be viewed in the context and within the political landscape of the upcoming 55th National Congress in December. ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa is not a neutral player in this game. He is seeking re-election, and those who support him have got views on the leadership preference. They would want to see him coming back for the second term. Last week in Kimberley, I asked him if he will be available. He will take the second term should branches nominate him. Of course, he said, let's leave it to the branches to decide, but he wants that second term. So from now on up until December, whatever happens within the ANC should somehow be viewed and be linked to the upcoming National Congress. Let me make you an example of why I say that. Earlier on, I interviewed the NEC member of the ANC, that is Senzo Mkhunu. I asked him that should he be nominated by branches, will he accept nomination? He confirmed to eNCA that he is available for the position of the deputy president. So a number of leaders within the ANC are on an election mode, and President Cyril Ramaphosa too is on the same mode. He will address these members of the ANC in Welkom. He is wrapping up his activities. He's been here for the better part of the day, visiting clinics, visiting communities, listening to people's complaints. They've been telling him about sewer in the area, roads that are not in good conditions. So President Cyril Ramaphosa of the ANC has promised that the ANC will correct the mistakes. But I asked him about the reports that he appeared before the Integrity Commission of the party over the Pala farm gate. He did confirm that indeed he appeared before the Integrity Commission, but he denied that he was instructed to take special leave or resign. There were reports that those were the recommendations. He said to me, well, that's not the case. There is no outcome yet. Let's take a listen to how he responded.
Yes, I did appear before the Integrity Commission, and it was a very good engagement. And I had an opportunity to explain to them about the whole issue of Pala. They have not given me an outcome. They didn't tell me in those terms what to do. They said, well, they are going to go through a process themselves as an Integrity Commission. But we were all very pleased with the engagement.
So, Siphamandla, as you mentioned, most of the top leaders of the ANC are in election mode, and they are making themselves more vocal and visible on issues that have to do with the state and health of the organization. You just mentioned Senzo Mkhunu, and there's a stampede for deputy president. But there's also talk of, one or two people being keen and readily available to be elected if the branches so choose for the position of national chairperson. And one of those people, former President Jacob Zuma, has just had his 15-month sentence coming to an end. Did President Ramaphosa respond to or react to that news?
Absolutely, he did. Before I proceed with answering your question, let me apologize for the level of the noise here. It's too noisy. ANC members in high spirits waiting for their president, who told me that they welcome the end of former President Jacob Zuma's prison sentence. It's a relief to him and also to the ANC. You can see this sign that is being displayed by members of the ANC Women's League and members of the ANC who are saying, Ramaphosa, we love you a lot, we are with you, we support you. That sign is for the second term. They are signaling that ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa must come back for a second term. Before we play that bite, just listen to the song that is being sung here, just for a few seconds. So basically, ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa saying they welcome the fact that former President Jacob Zuma is a free man as the president of the ANC arrives here. Joe Omane will show you that arrival of ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa, who told me that they welcome the fact that former President Jacob Zuma's sentence is over. But he's of the view that the former president signaling that he is ready to contest for the national chairperson position, according to President Cyril Ramaphosa of the ANC, is not a wise idea because he cites advanced age and is of the view that former President Jacob Zuma should play an advisory role to the ANC. Let's listen to that bite for now as we move away from this noise here.
Of course, all of us are relieved and are pleased that former President Jacob Zuma's connection with the prison services is over. The 15 months is over, and that, as I've heard, has brought a great deal of relief on him, but so does it do on us as the ANC. So we are very pleased that that chapter is behind us, and now we can move forward. And like any other member of the ANC, former President Jacob Zuma can stand for any position, but I would say, you know, at 80 years, that's another issue that one needs to look at, because at 80 years, you are rather advanced in your years, and the key role should be that of being an elder, giving advice to the ANC. That would be a wonderful role.
Siphamandla, just lastly, that part about former President Jacob Zuma's quote-unquote advanced age in relation to the possible availability of the former president to be elected, those words from the ANC president, I suspect they won't go down too well in certain quarters, certainly the quarters that support former President Jacob Zuma. Also considering that it's the same words that were used by Gwede Mantashe when he was also asked about the availability of the former president to serve in any capacity in leadership of the ANC.
Indeed. In fact, Gwede Mantashe, the current chairperson of the ANC, laughed it off and downplayed it, saying, well, it will be, how can I put it, basically saying he can't look forward to being contested by an 80-year-old. Today, President Cyril Ramaphosa of the ANC saying, well, the former President Jacob Zuma's advanced age really is something that you should take into consideration. Others will view that as saying, well, they do not want him to contest, whereas he has indicated that he's been lobbied by some branches who have said to him he must avail himself for the position of the national chair. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, Zimasa Makiwan of the Sunday Times was reporting that the Msholozi branch in Uganda has already nominated the former president for that position of the national chairperson. So it's bound to cause some political debate within the camps and factions of the ANC, those who support President Cyril Ramaphosa and those who are still staunch supporters of former President Jacob Zuma. So moving forward now, leading up to the December Congress, expect that you will have political fireworks and debates around the possible candidates of former President Jacob Zuma. Even President Ramaphosa concedes that he is within his political rights, by the way. The constitution of the ANC enables him to avail himself for any leadership position, but it seems as if those who are not keen on him contesting cite the issue of advanced age. Others will say it has happened before, even though the context and the circumstances were not the same with Walter Sisulu and other leaders who contested when they were all 12. Let's wait and see what will happen on this one moving forward.
All right, it's getting fascinating by the day as we inch ever closer to the 55th National Conference of the ANC. The ANC President, Cyril Ramaphosa, has just arrived. You saw it live here on eNCA. That's our team there, Siphamandla Goge, Joe Komane, covering that for you. He is in Welkom, is the ANC President, where we do expect that he will address the gathered crowds there, and we will bring you updates throughout the day from there.